Hi, I'm Shaggy. I am Philalitea. And how often do you think about charity? How often do you think categorically about charity? You know, if we define charity as spending money in a way that doesn't directly benefit us, or including people in our society who would not otherwise benefit us, how many of you are employed via charity? How many of your employers pay you money for charity? You know that employers get kickbacks from the governments. They get stipends and whatever else that's called for hiring people who have no merit, right? Because the government can't have everybody on its teat. Not everybody can be a ward of the state, but corporations can ward millions. Because corporations make money by existing. And so they're required by the federal government. Well, they're not required. They're encouraged by the federal government with stipends. What are those called? Bonuses, baby. I can't remember, basically. I can't remember what the word is, and that's really going to bother me, but that's just how my brain works. Government will pay employers to hire people like the blind, the deaf, the dumb, the mentally retarded, the physically handicapped. When we were still doing affirmative action, anyone who was hired for diversity, equity, and inclusion was done so because their paychecks were being paid for by the government. The company you work for, if you're an AA hire or a DEI hire, is being paid to hire you. So that means, you understand, that means that the company is doing you charity. You are a beneficiary of charity if you're the Meg at your employer. How many of you do you think that is? How many of you actually make money on your shifts? How many of you show up on time? How many of you aren't oppositionally defiant of the employer for some sort of social kudos outside of work? How many of you aren't DEI hires? How many of you with jobs genuinely believe that you're not a charity case? How many of you are showing up at boardroom meetings? How many of you are making decisions for your business? How many of you are talking to advertisers? And how many of you are actually creatively important? If you're watching YouTube shorts, if you're doom scrolling YouTube shorts, the answer is not you. You're a charity case. You understand that even Twitter's ad revenue is about charity, right? They have to give some of that income back, or they have to pay taxes.